So, you'll remember this guy, right?
Why is it always men that has something to say about my channel, and it's never the women?
Well, if you don't, he's basically someone who considers himself, quote, a sigma male, which surely is a term you've heard of before, in memes, but he thinks it very unironically, and there's whole communities that think it very unironically, unfortunately. In fact, when I made the last video about him, there were a few people who weren't too happy. For example, this man. Of course, he's looking very tough in his profile picture, so I won't say anything to insult him because I'm a little bit afraid, you know, I'm kind of shaking. I did really appreciate this comment, though. The mental escapees comment was really funny. In any case, I was wondering how far this phenomenon really goes. How many people genuinely believe in this nonsense? A lot. In fact, I even found a subreddit called Red Pill Women, which is completely unironic in women who think they are red-pilled or whatever. It's really cringe. It's quite insane. You guys can go look at it if you want. I cannot be bothered to even read one post from it. It's usually just months of rambling about nonsense. It's really, really stupid. It's just very stupid. Anyway, I'm just going to go through and sort of find some other videos, I guess, that are made by true Sigma males and sort of see what they have to say, see if they put up any good points, and mostly see if I can maintain my own sanity after this, or well, rather, what's left of it. Unrelated, but I think I may be bipolar.
What do you mean by that?
Sigma? Now there's a Sigma? What the is Sigma? What's up, gentlemen? So today we are talking about the newest addition to the social hierarchy pyramid, which is the elusive Sigma man.
In the nicest way possible, this man looks like he takes trips to foreign countries just so he can sexually assault women. Like, yes, I'm consciously aware that he doesn't, but he just gives off bad vibes. Man needs to find a new fit for real.
Alright, number one, the Sigma male tends to be a loner. You're gonna hear a lot about the lone wolf, right? That already sounds sexy and like something I'd like to do.
You look 40. Just, what are you doing here? Shut up. Go get married or something. I don't know, have children. Oh. Okay, that explains a lot, actually.
Number two, they're flexible. Number three, they are themselves, they're themselves regardless of who's watching, meaning that you don't bullshit people to try and make yourself better than you are, which is a good thing.
I've finally figured out what this reminds me of. Well, there's two options. Number one, this is just the male version of astrology. You know all the astrology girls? This is the male version of that. But number two, it kind of reminds me of Just Girly Things. Remember Just Girly Things and how Filthy Frank did a whole skit on it? He could literally have done the exact same skit based on this list. It's the same thing. It's literally just girly things. But for men.
They can lead without exerting authority. They're leaders. They're good listeners. That's awesome. They are self-aware. Being self-aware in today's world is something that is often overlooked, but this is something that's incredibly important for anybody.
I feel like mentioning the rareness of self-awareness when you're probably in your 40s making a video about how to become a Sigma male that probably 14-year-olds will look at and be like, oh wow, now women will stop hating me and I won't have to become a school shooter. That's probably due to a lack of self-awareness, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway, I'm done making fun of this guy for no reason in particular. Let's move on to another video, I guess.
What I'm about to share with you guys is something that forever changed my life. And after I truly understood this and the reason why it works, everything with girls finally just started to click. Now, many times growing up, there were times where I'd see guys challenge other guys. And during these situations, these guys would pretty much stare at each other, almost like two animals would do before they charge at one another. And little did I know, part of what I was witnessing as I was watching this was actually the key to so many of the problems that I'd been having with girls at the time. And once I figured it out, everything changed.
This is already insanely moronic and he hasn't even said anything of substance yet. It's really not that complicated. If you want to speak to women, just speak to women. It's that simple. You know, be funny, I guess. Mildly care about your appearance. That's always a plus. Also, chloroform. Do not take that seriously. That was a joke. Big /S on the screen. Please do not chloroform a woman.
Now, one of the greatest gifts that all of us have as men is the same exact gift that has been given to the natural alphas and sigmas of the world. It's the number one thing that makes them so incredibly desirable and rare. All the guys that I saw when I was younger are the ones who would challenge each other. All of them were not necessarily challenging each other physically, but rather mentally.
No. They were not challenging each other mentally. They were mentally challenged. probably much like you based on how important you seem to be considering this. I don't understand this. I genuinely don't. Like, it's just such a weird concept to me. Just it's less a guide on how to get girls and more a guide on how to never have a friend of any gender, really. Like, nobody is going to want to speak to you if you act like this. You're not describing a type of male, you're describing sociopathic behavior. Do not interact with people, do not care about them, use them to your advantage. Bro, that's a mental illness. That's not what we're going for here, man.
Your masculine frame is such a unique gift, and it's the difference between whether or not you will wind up chasing girls or have girls chasing you. Something that you'll always see in the movies when we're dealing with a masculine character is that no matter what is said to the main character, he never seems to move out of his frame. And the reason why these characters give off such a masculine, cool dude kind of vibe is because they always hold frame.
You know, for a second I thought that I was actually going to get to see a video that was slightly well put together and that perhaps had a point or two that I needed to refute. But no, I forgot. We were speaking to a Sigma male here, so instead of having any logical points, he just went, well, in movies, see, that's not a good start. In movies, caterpillars smoke weed and give little girls advice. It's not, why are you comparing real life to movies? The whole point of movies is that they're fictitious. Bro. That's like if I said, yeah, here's how you be an omega male. On your 11th birthday, you are going to get a gift. You are going to get a letter, and then you're going to be able to go to Hogwarts, the magical wizard land, bro. Do you know what? I can't do this anymore. If I lose any more brain cells, I will have none left. I think this is about time to end the video. If you're not one of the, what was the word again? Mental escapees. If you're not one of the mental escapees that truly believes this Sigma nonsense, feel free to subscribe. If you are, feel free to subscribe. It's a real Sigma move, I promise. Women will absolutely love you if you subscribe to the Kanoa TV YouTube channel by clicking that big red button. They're not too bright, so I felt like I had to clarify for them. Alright, bye.